30th. Good morning. 29th. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Live 365. I'm your host, Bob Turner. I don't know, day 300 and something, 6 or something like that. Doing well. Things are going well. I screwed up the Instagram link this morning somehow, but oh well, that's going to be the way it is. So we'll the one or two people that jump on there can jump on Facebook. So how you doing, guys? Pop it in the chat. What's going on a scale of 1 to 10? Good morning, Goose. Don't get me laughing, Bubba. Still not better yet. Although I did have a nice afternoon yesterday. Did most of my calls right down on what we call the perch, right over the water. I got on the phone with Chris Ty yesterday, and he said, "Is that a real background?" I said, "Yes, in fact, it is." So, yeah, it was good to do some calls, get a little sun, get some color, get browned right up. Yeah. Good morning, Dave Howard. Good to see you. Good to have you here. What's going on this morning? Scale of 1 to 10, guys. How are you? Whew. Wednesday. Wednesdays are a busy day for me. Bunch of calls, things going on. We've got the daily sales accelerator today. I believe I'm handling that at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Roy Dahl is here at a 9.5. Bubba Hogan, the Mid-South Pond dude, is here as well. We'll talk about his event in a second. Excuse me. Still going, but we're working on it, putting the fluids to me. And yeah, we took it easy yesterday. A great weather day. Good morning, Matthew Padron, Dave Davis from Denver. Chilly morning. Yeah, it's cool here. Not too bad though. I like the sweatshirt weather, shorts and mittens, as they say. So yeah, how are you guys? Good to see you. What is going on? Let me see here. Let me get my notes up, get so I can see things. I'll make this bigger. What do you guys have for wins? Who's got a win so far this week? What's happening? Let me see. Full screen. Here we go. All right. Well, let me see. No, it's shots and mittens. Shots and mittens. I like it. Bubba wears shorts year round. So, yeah. Well, we're going to get going here. Day 10, building bridges, not walls. And most of it, I've had a cold, but that's all right. We're getting through it. Dan Bennett is here. Good to see you, my friend. Still putting tissues to me. So it seems like when I start the call, nose starts running. So onboarding day with the new VA. I love to hear it. I wasn't on the call the other day, Dan, when you introduced her. I think her name Argentina. She was on the call. I think I saw that. I watched it on the rewind. But yeah, good for you. I know it took you a while to do that. So we'll be interested to hear, inside this group, how that goes for you with the virtual assistant. So Larry White is here. Good to have another fellow Mainer on here. Josh Baker checking in. Good to see you guys. Yeah, guys, some of you guys probably already have your workout done. I know Steve's already posted a picture of he and Bubba and I over in Louisville last week, so I know he's at the gym. That's great. Oh, Argentina's on this call. Great. Well, perfect. No, El Salvador. Yeah, no, that's no. Her name's not. Bubba, you got to get out of my chat, man. Screw me up. So. It's just bad. That's bad. All right. Today I want to talk about becoming steady in an unsteady world. If I can concentrate, please. Become a person of strength. Okay. Person of presence and someone can rely on. In a world full of uncertainty, be someone's steady ground. I think I'm going to put that in the title. The bridge you build today might carry someone else tomorrow. Think about that for a minute. We've spent the last 9 days talking about connection and empathy and unity. but none of it really matters if we don't become the kind of person others can lean on and count on when life gets heavy. I don't know if you've noticed, but that sometimes there's people in your life that, yeah, they're all in, with you until the shit hits the fan, and then you find out who your friends are, as they say. I think there's a country song about that, because reliability is rare, guys. That's why it's powerful. Most people mean well, but few follow through. Good morning, Rachel. How are you? The people others lean on are those who show up consistently. It's as simple as that, right? Not conveniently. Okay, and I've experienced that in my life where people show up when it's convenient. When there's a headline to be made for it, or when there's something in it for them. Okay, it's not about being the loudest in the room. It's about being the most dependable when things go quiet. Okay, I try once in a while to just give people a call and say, "Hey, I'm just checking in on you." I've got friends that check on me. One that comes to mind is my friend Stacy. I'll just get a random text from her and she'll say, "Hey, big energy out lately. How are you doing?" So, she's keeping track of her friends and checking in with people, and that feels good. And strength isn't about perfection, guys. It's about presence. Okay. Being a rock for others doesn't mean you have it all figured out. Okay. It doesn't mean you don't have any issues. It just means that you show up grounded and real, even when you're uncertain. Just being there, being present. Okay. People don't need you to have every answer. They need you to know that you won't disappear when it gets hard. Oh, man. Sorry. The geese are still flying. I like to talk a lot about true leadership, and true leadership can be emotional, right? But it's steadiness under pressure. Everyone can be optimistic when things are good, right? Real leaders bring calm when chaos hits. Simple as that. You look for the people that are calm. We haven't been to like an accident scene or been unfortunate enough to be around something like that. Look for the people that are calm. Those are the real leaders. When others are anxious, your composure becomes their confidence. Okay. Being a bridge doesn't mean carrying everyone's weight, right? It doesn't mean you just keep putting rocks in your backpack. Good morning, Wendy. It doesn't mean that you have to carry everybody else's stuff up the hill, right? Have some boundaries. Boundaries are going to protect your strength so that you can keep showing up. Support doesn't mean saving, taking care of everybody's stuff. It just means standing with, just supporting them. Okay. You can't pour from an empty cup. You've heard that before, right? But you can fill others by being full yourself. So keep your cup full. Okay. We've talked a lot about legacy. Legacy is built on who you are, not what you achieve. It doesn't matter what your bank account balance is with regard to legacy. Long after people forget your title or the numbers, they'll remember how you made them feel, whether they were seen, whether they were supported, all that stuff, right? Strongest people aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who can lean on others when they do. Really, if you think about it. Okay. You guys know I've mentioned this week a lot. I talk when I speak. I say, "Hey, I'm Bailey's dad," right? That role keeps me grounded more than anything else. And I mean, she doesn't care how many stages I get on or how many coaching clients I have or programs I've led. She just wants to know that I'm there when it counts. Simple as that. That's the basics, right? And that's what leadership is: showing up when it counts. Being the one your people can lean on when things get heavy. Bubba says David said his cup's overflowing and he is sipping from his saucer. He must be riding a shotgun with you this morning. Cracking jokes about me. I can hear it now. David Zemchek says leadership is following the pack up the mountain. It's not about the first man up. It's about the fact that, everyone makes it to the summit. Yeah. We've literally done that, haven't we, brother? I can remember a time back in, was it 2023, was it? Yeah, I think it was. So, yeah. I've watched business owners, like with my coaching, go from chaos to calm, not because their circumstances changed, but because they did. Okay. Once they became steady, the team followed. They became calm, the team became calm. Once they became reliable, their clients trusted them more. As simple as that. Leadership flows from who you are, not just what you do. Okay. Yeah, and my racing stuff, I've had to, like just continue going when everyone burns out, right? I might have been leading a team during a race, doesn't matter. They often say that in Ironman, it's not about who goes the fastest, it's about who slows down the least. And I think the same could be said for life, right? Who slows down the least? That's where you find the real leaders. The bridge you're building doesn't have to be flashy, it just has to hold, right? It has to be built for what's going across it. Because the coach is right. Bubba says, Bubba, every once in a while, Bubba says nice things to me. So yeah, who in your life has been that steady bridge for you? Here comes that sun on my face, which is good. Who's been that steady bridge for you guys? If you could think of that person, or, where can you become more reliable, more consistent for someone else? I mean, is there someone in your life you're kind of going short with? So yeah, Dan says, good morning, Bub. He means you, Bubba. I have a call set up with Francis to start dialing in the Go High level. That's cool. Bubba says, slow down. What's that? I go, wide open to sleep. Yes, you do. Yeah. I mean, what does being a rock or a bridge look like in your family, guys? Not family guys, or your business or your community this week? Think about it. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs more anchors. It needs more steady leaders. People that don't weigh into the BS, say on Facebook and all that kind of stuff, the negativity. Try to be the one that shows up when others are tired, or the one that listens when others are talking over one another. But be the one who's steady when the world shakes. Okay, because when you become that kind of person that others can lean on, you're not just building bridges; you actually become one. Mic drop. Yeah, guys, we spent 10 days talking about building bridges, not walls, and this angle was kind of born of all the negativity that's out there right now, and me just saying, well, how can I have impact? And rather than get on, I gotta shut this blind again. Rather than get on Facebook and scream and holler and try to get everybody to believe what I believe, I figured I would just try to make my little corner of the world a little bit better by challenging you guys to do the same. Okay. It's pretty solid leadership at 8 a.m. on most mornings. There you go. Yeah. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you guys sharing this out. The more people we get on here, the more people we can help. It's not, for me, it's not self-serving in any way. I'm just doing it. A guy, Johnny Ortiz, back at the end of 2024 said, hey, the thing that helped me with my coaching business the most and my speaking was to just go live every day. So I said, well, that doesn't cost anything. I'll do that. And what he meant was Monday through Friday. So I checked in with him a couple months later. He said, how's it going? I said, great, going every day, 60 or so days in. He says, oh, every day? I said, yeah. He said, I just do Monday through Friday. Oh, well, we're off and running. It's too late to change now. So, yeah, Rachel says, being the one in the family, to be honest, to listen, to help, even when things aren't easy. Yeah. Baba says, hashtag SBS, share Bob's shit. Johnny Ortiz, my man. Yeah, Johnny Juan. I always like to credit him for giving me the shove to do this. I didn't take much because I'm fairly comfortable doing this kind of stuff. But from a commitment standpoint, it is a lot. And at times we have to squeeze it in, whether it's before a hike or we're on the way to the mountain or we're headed to the airport. But the standard is that it gets done. I think maybe once or twice I've had to do it in the afternoon, but for the most part, it might go a little bit early, it might go a little bit late, but we're here. Thanks for rallying, Bob. Yeah, thanks, Paul. I appreciate you being here. Guys, share this out. Do me a favor today. Maybe most times I'll get one share, maybe two. I'm going for 5 today. All right, put a fist pump in the chat. If you're going to take literally 3.5 seconds after this live and just share it and say, hey, this is good stuff. Bob's on every day, just trying to help people in business and life. Okay. So I'm challenging you guys to share this out. If you get anything out of this, it's like Frisella says, share the show, right? They don't do advertisements. I'm not comparing myself to Frisella, but I'm saying all he asks of people is to share his show. So I got you, Bob. Thanks, Bubba. I appreciate it. Dave Howard, Dave Zemchek going to share. There's 3. Maybe 2 more. Can I go? I got 3. Do I have 4? I have 3. Do I have 4? Great series for the last 10 days. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate you. Yeah. And hey, as you know, we want to make sure we mention Bubba's Mid-South Pond Retreat in Stanton, Tennessee, somewhere near Memphis. I just go to the airport and tell them where I'm going, where to take me. We're going to be there November 9th through the 13th. Bubba Hogan is putting on this event for the second year in a row. His brother Dave creates a great lunch on. I'm not sure what day. You bringing that rig up, Dave, and we're gonna roast a pig or something, brisket or some sort of something you guys do in the South. It was really good. You got a shrimp bowl on what is that? Wednesday night, Wendy? Tuesday night? Anyway, one of the nights we just eat like kings. Yeah, thanks, Tyler. Love the stream look too. Yeah, not bad, huh? Pretty talented. Tuesday evening we do that. But the whole thing is right on site. Once you drive there, you don't have to leave. Like, we didn't start the truck until Thursday when we got there, after we got there on Sunday. And so it was pretty cool. And we got Tim Catroni coming from New England Aquatic Landscape. Tim's a wealth of knowledge on pond building and contracting in general, and as a top coach with a contractor fight. Jacob Salem will be there, who's expert on marketing and Facebook ads. We've got another couple of guys coming too, but one guy that you guys might know is Steve Rosenberg will be there. Steve's speaking a couple of times the early part of the week. I'll be there speaking as well. I'm going to work with some of the guys that work in the field. So to kind of, it's one thing for the owner to know how the company goes, but for the mission to get carried down throughout the company, and be able to be transcended or cascaded, I guess, down through the ranks, so that even the guy that's on the end of a shovel knows what the company mission is and knows what the objective is for the day is going to be something else. So I'm looking forward to helping those guys work better together. And it's going to be fun. So Dave says, shout out to the constant leader behind the scenes. Wendy rocks. She does. She's putting the links in. We appreciate her big time. Hey, and don't forget, we're going to do a casino night while we're there. And the benefit is going to be the Live Like Jet Foundation. That's something that Steve set up in memory of his son that he lost a couple of years back due to an unfortunate motorcycle accident. So we contribute to that charity, if you will, the foundation, to help kids that wouldn't otherwise be able to get to trade school. So Rachel says, yes, she does. California to Maine. Bubba says, Florida to Michigan will be represented. Yeah, people from all over the country. It's going to be great. And we're going to have some vendors there, and guys from Easy Pro will be there. I think is Gio coming from Aquascape? I think he is. So I'm starting to learn all the pond vernacular now. So maybe we'll stop building pond here in Maine. If you want a pond, you just go outside. So I never knew it was a business, right? If we built ponds here in Maine, we got to make them so we can skate on them in the wintertime. So Johnny Ortiz is here. Somebody must have told him to get on. Tuesday evening, eat like Taco Kings. We love it. Hope your workouts are going good, buddy. I know you had some great momentum going there. So Dave Zemchek is, in fact, a ninja. Excuse me 1 second. There you go. Didn't want to leave you guys without one of those. Get you through the day. Hopefully, I'm on my last box of tissues, and we get this thing behind us. They say the common cold, whenever you get it, you're going to have symptoms for a couple of weeks. So I'm getting close to wrapping up week 1. Yeah, Bubba says Gio from Aquascape, Vinny from Anjon, and Jake from Easy Pro Pond Products. Yeah, these guys have been great too. They dig into their pockets and they sponsor and they put things on, and they really just want to help educate the industry so that guys are doing it right. And Bubba is nothing if not a gatherer of people. Hey, 1 second. Hey, Wendy. I think the dog has to go out. Okay. She's scratched on the door a few times. Yeah. Everybody needs to do something once Bob starts a live. Usually Tuck needs to go somewhere and Stella needs to go out too. Bob says, flack. You bet, Dave. I appreciate it. And don't forget, check out Wendy's new Etsy page, spreading love and kindness through her page called Love and Kindness Threads. She sold a bunch of t-shirts. Everybody's wearing these things, sending her pictures. So they just have great messages on them. She has 5 available right now. She's keeping it simple. I told her, you could do this. And she's like, I'm keeping it simple. I said, okay, good. I'll stay out of it. But she's having a lot of fun with it. She's trying to create I think she's got the TikTok store going, trying to get all that stuff going. But the link is in there. And don't forget, Tyler Kirk is on here. We usually share his link. I'm scrolling back to make sure Wendy did. But Tyler can help you with your digital footprint and where you're going. I like working with Tyler because he thinks in a very linear fashion, and he's not going to create a bunch of chaos for you, whether it's with your website, a funnel, whatever it is. You're working with Go High Level, any of that kind of stuff. If you hear a lot of that stuff and wonder how to navigate that world, Tyler's a great connection to help you with that. If the link isn't on here, DM me. I'll get it to you. And we get you set up with a meeting with him. Also, don't forget to hit up Bailey on her social media management business. If you guys aren't liking the heavy lifting, if you don't mind creating content, or you could at least upload some things and say, hey, this is what I want put out. She could take it from there. She's doing great things. She's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But like me, it doesn't really matter where I work. As long as I've got a laptop and an internet connection, I can help just about anybody. So there's her link right there. You can check that out. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you jumping on. It's been fun every morning to do this. This last 10 days has been a good one. I've enjoyed the building bridges, not walls. And we'll figure out something this afternoon we can start with tomorrow. Maybe we'll flip it back over to some business stuff or sales and challenge you guys in that way. But you rest assured, I'll be here at 8 seeing you guys, and I appreciate you coming. Bubba, yeah, sometimes I miss some of the comments. I scroll back and see them. It's not easy to talk about a subject and read comments in the chat. So appreciate it, guys. Hope you have a great day today. Don't forget, if you want to jump on our daily sales accelerator, let me know. We'll get you a free 7-day trial to that. You can see what sales coaching is all about and get you leveled up in that area too. So anyway, got to go blow the schnoz again. Hopefully get rid of this cold. I appreciate you guys. Love you all. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Same time, same station. Take care.